What if you could actually build real financial freedom,
Mm-hmm.
but without, like, waiting for some lucky break or a big inheritance?
Yeah. That's the dream for a lot of people, isn't it?
Well, welcome to Book Talk, Finance.
We're here today to explore a path that, maybe surprisingly, many find quite accessible.
Yeah, today we're diving into Kristy Shen's book, Quit Like a Millionaire, No Gimmicks, Luck, or Trust Fund Required.
Quite a title.
It is, and it promises, a real roadmap to financial independence, not some fantasy about winning the lottery or something.
Right, it sounds like it's all about practical strategies, things you can actually do, rather than just wishful thinking, taking control.
And Kristy Shen,
Mm-hmm.
well, from what we can gather, she seems to have walked this path herself.
Mm-hmm.
The book suggests she's dealt with the real-world hurdles of building wealth, from the ground up, makes her perspective feel, well, pretty relatable and compelling, frankly.
Absolutely. Someone who's actually lived it, they often have the most valuable insights. They know the real steps involved, the mindset you need.
So, okay, in this book talk, our aim is really to pull out some of the core ideas, the likely principles from Quit Like a Millionaire.
Yeah, what can listeners take away?
Exactly. We want to help you, the listener, start thinking about how you might apply these ideas. See financial independence not as some distant dream, but as something, well, tangible, possible.
And that phrase, like a millionaire, in the title, I think it's less about having, piles and piles of cash.
Right.
And more about the freedom that financial security gives you, the ability to make choices about your own life.
Okay, so no gimmicks, luck, or trust fund required. That sets a really clear expectation, doesn't it?
It really does.
What kind of foundation do you think a book like that is likely building on?
Well, it strongly suggests a focus on the fundamentals, right?
Mhm.
Financial principles that are, well, within reach for most people.
Okay.
We're probably talking strategies like maximizing your savings rate through smart budgeting, maybe, making informed, consistent investments,
Mhm.
and really getting your head around how compounding works its magic over the long haul.
Yeah.
The basics, but done right.
It feels like a refreshing change from all the, get rich quick noise we constantly hear.
Totally.
This sounds much more about sustainable wealth building, long-term stuff.
Precisely. It seems to imply a rejection of those, like, speculative bubbles and quick fixes.
Yeah.
And instead, a focus on methods that are maybe not flashy, but time-tested. They have a proven track record.
And that word quit like a millionaire, that really jumps out.
It does.
It highlights that the end goal isn't just piling up money for its own sake. It's about getting the freedom to choose how you spend your time, which is, let's face it, your most valuable asset.
That's really the heart of financial independence, isn't it? It's about aligning your money with your life goals, giving you the autonomy to pursue what actually matters to you, rather than just being stuck working out of necessity.
So, okay, here's where it gets interesting. If we're ruling out the quick fixes and the windfalls, what specific areas of personal finance do you think Kristy Shen probably digs into?
Well, we can probably expect discussions around creating effective budgets, ones that actually allow for significant savings.
Makes sense.
Understanding different investment accounts, maybe. The importance of diversification. Perhaps even strategies for cutting down major expenses, like housing or transport, to speed things up.
So maybe it's less about finding some secret stock tip.
Definitely not that, I'd guess.
And more about just mastering the basics of managing our money really effectively.
Exactly that. Often the most powerful tools are just those basic principles, but applied consistently and, intelligently. It's about controlling the things you can control.
So for you listening right now, the message seems to be, this isn't some impossible dream.
Not at all.
If Quit Like a Millionaire delivers what the title promises, it could offer a really practical framework. A way to build a secure financial future step by step.
Yeah, empowering yourself through understanding your finances and taking consistent action.
It's about realizing that financial independence isn't just for a select few.
Right. It's a potential outcome for anyone who's willing to commit to a solid plan, a well-thought-out plan.
Which brings us to a pretty crucial question for you, the listener. What would quitting like a millionaire actually mean in your life?
Yeah, what level of financial security would give you that freedom, that flexibility you're looking for?
And maybe more importantly, what initial steps, practical things, no matter how small, can you maybe identify right now to start moving towards that vision?
Those are really the key questions, aren't they?
Getting started.
Some really important points to think about there. If Kristy Shen's book offers that kind of actionable, no-nonsense advice,
Which the title heavily suggests.
then yeah, it could be an incredibly valuable resource for anyone serious about taking charge of their financial future, exploring those possibilities for more freedom, more security.
It really reinforces the idea that building a strong financial foundation, it's a long game. It takes patience, discipline.
And committing to always learning and adapting along the way.
Well, that sort of wraps up our book talk on Kristy Shen's Quit Like a Millionaire. We've explored the main theme, some likely strategies it might cover. Hopefully it's given you some food for thought.
And maybe encouraged you to consider those practical steps you can take on your own journey toward financial independence.
Absolutely. So subscribe to our channel for more book talks, more discussions, helping you explore different paths to financial understanding and hopefully success. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, everyone.